Hello everyone, welcome back to the Lokinath Lectures YouTube channel. In this tutorial, we are going to discuss about introduction to algorithms in advanced data structures and algorithm analysis subject. So, in this tutorial, completely we are going to discuss about introduction to algorithm in related to ADSAA. So, if you guys are observing here, this is the learning outcomes. So, the end of this video lecture you guys are will able to learn these things. So the first thing is definition of an algorithm and explain how an algorithm works and features of an algorithm and which are the features we are having, like six essential features of an algorithm with example. So these three things we are going to learn in this tutorial. So let's start. So the definition of an algorithm. The definition of an algorithm. So the definition is nothing but like in a general terms, if we are saying, so what is meant by algorithm? So in general terms, we can say like algorithm is nothing but it's a step-by-step procedure to solve a problem. To solve a problem. So when it comes to advanced data structures, so what is mean by algorithm? So algorithm is not dependent on any programming language, and the algorithm is a step-by-step procedure. Here, if you guys are read this definition, an algorithm is a finite sequence of well-defined and unambiguous. So well-defined and unambiguous. So an algorithm with clear statement and without any confusion. So the order instruction designed to solve a specific problem. Okay. So the algorithm is designed for to solve a specific problem or specific task. So the algorithm accepts the input. So we are required to give the input for algorithm. So the algorithm will process it based on logical step and produce the desired output. So based on the defined, which is the input we are given, well defined input. So based on it, it will process and produce the desired output. So after producing the desired output, so the algorithm terminating. So this is the explanation about the algorithm. So this is the explanation about an algorithm. So if you guys have a look at on this explanation of an algorithm, so algorithm is not a dependent. Okay. So it's a independent. It's not dependent on any programming languages. So we are call it as language independent. For example, ఇక్కడ మీరు అబ్జర్వ్ చేసినట్లయితే, for example, this is a problem. Okay. So for this problem, we are writing one algorithm. We are designing one solution. We are designing one solution in algorithm format. So in a step-by-step procedure, we are designing one solution. So this algorithm we are going into this, we are going into implement into the coding. So this is a problem. We are designing a solution. We are designing a one algorithm and implement into this program, and which is the program we are writing. That program we are compiling and run it, and we are get the output. So here, why should we need to write an algorithm? So here we are having a problem. We can write directly the programming and we can execute it. But why should we are writing algorithm means? So there is a few things are useful for us to save complexity time and to save memory uses, and we can check the faster and we check the performance of an algorithm and performance of an code. So those things we can check in a algorithm only, then we go into implement into a programming. So first we are writing one algorithm, then after we are going to implement into the coding. So first మనం ఒక ప్రాబ్లంకి ఒక సొల్యూషన్ని ఒక సొల్యూషన్ని ఎలాగ చేయాలి అనేది స్టెప్ బై స్టెప్ రాసుకున్నాం. సో ఈ టైప్ ఆఫ్ స్టెప్స్లో మనం ఫాలో అయితే సో మనం అనుకున్న అవుట్పుట్ని జనరేట్ చేయగలమా చేయలేమా అన్నది మనం డిజైన్ చేసుకున్నాం. సో ఇక్కడ ఏంటి మన డిజైన్ చేసుకున్న స్టెప్స్లో మనం వీఆర్ జస్ట్ predicting, so this is better to do, this is the better to do, these are all the things we are checking. And in this process we are checking how much time it will be taking, how much memory it will be taking. These are all things we are checking in the while designing algorithm, and then we are go for implement into the coding. So here we are get the output. So here, if you guys are observing, so algorithm is a language independent. It is not related to C programming. It is not related to Java programming, not related to Python and C++. So the same algorithm we can implement into different programming languages. For example, this is a problem statement. We are writing one algorithm. So this algorithm we can implement into any programming, C, Java and Python and C++. So if we write one algorithm, we can implement in any language based on user requirement, based on the application, based on the things we can implement into it. So it's a language independent. So algorithms are used in which field? సో అల్గారిథం అనేది ఒక పర్టికులర్ ఫీల్డ్లో మాత్రమే యూజ్ చేస్తారన్న అని ఏం లేదు. సో వీ కెన్ యూజ్ ద అల్గారిథమ్ ఇన్ నెంబర్ ఆఫ్ ఫీల్డ్స్. సో వైల్ సర్చింగ్, సో ఇన్ ఏ బ్యాంకింగ్ సెక్టర్, ఇన్ ఏ హాస్పిటల్, in a school, in a colleges, so in anywhere where we can search the elements, so that cases we are using the algorithm, and in a sorting places also, and in network related things like networkings, and we are using the algorithms in databases on artificial intelligence, cyber security and software development. So we can use the algorithms in every field in a computer science. So a well-designed algorithm improves. For example, a well-designed algorithm we are choosing. So what's the use of it? If we are using a well-defined algorithm, so we can reduce the time complexity and resource uses. So which are the resources available for us? We can use that resources within a small time period, and we can complete the task. And reliability, so we can check the reliability, like the produce accurate and consistent result. So we can check with accurate and like accuracy. So performance, enhance overall performance of software application. So we can enhance the performance of software application also. So this is the complete explanation about the algorithm. So algorithm is a language independent. We can design the algorithm to reduce the time complexity and to reduce the space. Space complexity means memory uses, and we can use the resources, the available resources, and complete the task, and the 100% accuracy. So this is the things related to the explanation of an algorithm. So the next thing we are going to discuss like features of an algorithm. So the first feature is clear and unambiguous. So clear and unambiguous means like, so which is the input we are giving to the algorithm. We need to give it in a clear manner, so without any confusion. So for example, if you guys are observing the example thing, so read two numbers, A and B. So given, we are given to the algorithm integer A and B. So the algorithm can able to read the integer A and B values and do sum. And instead of giving a clear statement, instead of giving a clear manner, so if we are given a confusion statement, do something with numbers. So the algorithm get confused. So ఏం చేయాలి? So algorithm can't able to understand what it is first. So that's the reason we need to give a clear statement and unambiguous, like without any confusion. So this is the first feature. And So the second feature is well-defined inputs. So just moment back only we have discussed about it, like well-defined input. So which is the input we are giving to the algorithm? We need to give the value. We need to give the input values in a clear manner, in a specified manner. So if we are giving integers, if we are giving any values, so that values are that integers we need to give in a specific manner. So then only the computer understand a well defined inputs. When understand the well defined inputs, then only the algorithm produce the a well defined outputs. సో మనం ఎప్పుడైతే ఒక క్లియర్ స్టేట్మెంట్లో ఇన్పుట్స్ ఇచ్చామో ఆ క్లియర్ స్టేట్మెంట్స్ని రిసీవ్ చేసుకుని సో ద అల్గారిథమ్ విల్ లాజికలీ ప్రాసెస్ ఇట్ అండ్ ప్రొడ్యూస్ ద అవుట్పుట్. సో ఇఫ్ వీఆర్ గివెన్ ఎనీ కన్ఫ్యూజన్ స్టేట్మెంట్, సో ద అల్గారిథమ్ ఈజ్ ఆల్సో get confused. So these are the features like a well defined output and a well defined input. So the next feature is finiteness. An algorithm must terminate after a finite number of steps. It should not continue execute indefinitely. So example, an algorithm that ends after displaying the result satisfy the finiteness property. For example, so we are write one algorithm for ATM machine. So while inserting the sorry, so what is the algorithm of ATM machine? So first start and second insert the ATM card and next enter the amount. Sorry, before going to enter the amount, we choose the withdrawal option and we choose the enter the amount and we can enter the pin. So verify the pin, and if the pin is satisfied with the correct number, so then the amount we are getting, the amount we are dispense. So that's the this is the procedure of an ATM machine algorithm. So here if you guys are observing finiteness, so while satisfying the algorithm, while the statements are satisfy the algorithm and the algorithm produces the output, so the algorithm stop the process there itself only, terminate. It's not continuing, it's not continue forever, it's just terminating there itself after displaying the output. సో అంతే కదండి. సో జనరల్గా మనం ఏటీఎం దగ్గరికి వెళ్తాము, ఏటీఎం ఇన్సర్ట్ చేస్తాము. సో సేవింగ్ అకౌంట్ ఆర్ కరెంట్ అకౌంట్ వైల్ చూసింగ్ విత్డ్రాల్ ఆప్షన్ వేర్ ఎంటర్ ది అమౌంట్ అండ్ security pin, and if we are enter the security pin in a correct manner, we are dispense the amount, like we are get the amount. So this is the procedure ATM machine algorithm works. So after that, after dispense the amount, the algorithm stops, like the ATM machine stops working. We're not get any more the continuous money. Okay. So after process the algorithm, so like for example we are enter 5,000, we are get the 5,000. So after the output produces the 5,000 amount we are get, it it stop functioning. We not get any more one more 5,000 and one more 10,000. So this is the finiteness. And feasibility. Feasibility means each step in the algorithm should be simple, practical, and executable within a reasonable amount of time using available resources. See, feasibility is nothing but we are required to write an algorithm in a simple and a practical manner while implementing that algorithm into coding. So we need to write the algorithm in a practical manner, so ready to execute and within a time period of within a available resources. So we need to write the algorithm like feasibility. So this is the last feature, like language independence. So in a just moment back, while explaining the explanation of an algorithm, we are discussed about, so algorithm is a language independent. It's not related to any programming languages. So this is all about features of an algorithm. So thank you so much. So thank you for watching this lecture, and I hope this helped you understand the introduction to algorithm. So please, guys, keep learning and keep practicing and keep growing. So thanks for watching our videos, guys. Please do subscribe Lokinath Lectures and don't forget to subscribe. And thank you one more time.